Hey guys, today I'm super excited to show you this game because it's one of my best achievements in chess. It's not a clickbait, it actually happened. And today I'm going to show you the game where I beat a Grandmaster. Grandmaster Sergei Movsesian was playing against 25 players and all of them had black, he had white. And he played in a weird style. He played in the first chessboard, he played e4 and on the second d4, the third c4 and the fourth knight f3, so I don't probably to make it a little bit more interesting and hard for himself. But on my board he played d4 and that's what I wasn't hoping for. I hoped for e4 because that's what he plays the most, and I was actually kind of studying this a little bit, on the Explorer. But he played d4 and I did not look at this move at all. And I responded with my casual knight to f6, the Indian game. And I'm going to play e6 next move. I've looked at this a lot at home, so I was expecting a lot from this game. And he will play c4, I went e6, and we got the Nimzo Indian. And he played the main line, I'm not sure if it's the main line, but it's like the classical move, queen to c2. Getting ready to recapture with the queen and not getting doubled pawns in the center. I played castles, the main move here. A3 happened, I took the knight, and I played b6. Now he pinned my knight, and I played bishop to b7, which is like a normal move, right? I played b6 because I wanted to put the bishop on b7, one of the key ideas of the Nimzo Indian. And here he played f3. And I wasn't really sure what to play here, but I knew that d6 was one of the moves, so I just played d6, didn't really think about it. And here he played e4. And I thought about this move because it's threatening to play e5, and there could be problems with pinning this knight. For example, if I play, I don't know, a6, he may play e5, and here I would have to play h6, and this would be just bad. He would play rook d1 and then take my knight probably. So this would be +2. I did not fall for that. I played e5 instead here. And computer is not saying it's the best move, but I liked it because after takes, I sacrificed a pawn, but I get some play. I get more activity, and this is what actually won me the game. Not really, but I managed to get some compensation. Here I was a little bit afraid that he's gonna take, and he took, but it's actually not a very good move. It's good for him to leave the queens on the board, but it's not a very human move because his king is very open, so it's very logical to trade off the queens. And here I am down a pawn, but the problem is his king is in the center, and I will be able to pressure all of these pawns and maybe double up on the second rank. So here he played knight h3 because there aren't really many moves to play here. Because developing the bishop wouldn't really help him, and if he plays rook d1 he won't be able to castle, it's not a very good move. And here I attacked the pawn and prepared to put my rook on d8. Now he defended with the rook, and I am already winning this game. The computer is saying that I've got an advantage. Now I played rook to d8, setting up, these two rooks on the file. And he played knight to f4, and here I missed a win. I could have played bishop to e4, which is a very nice move here after takes. I fork the knight, and if he retreats, I of course, forgot what. Yeah, knight to d3, and he would have to move in front of the rook. And here I would be just up an exchange and would have probably a very easy win. Not against a Grandmaster, but it would be one. I did not find that, unfortunately, but it's still fine. Here I played rook to d2, which was one of my main ideas, attacking the pawn and trying to double up on the second rank. So he played b4. Here the best move was rook to b1 because I can play rook to c2, but it's not that I think yeah, there would be knight to d5, and after c6 he would be able to defend the pawn. So that would be much better than what he did. He played b4, and keep in mind that he has much less time than me. It's not like I would beat him in a classical game. It's much less of an achievement, but still a very good thing that I beat him. So he has like 10th of the time that I have. So he makes inaccuracies. He's still a human. He's not a computer, right? And after b4, I played rook to a2, and now he cannot really defend this pawn. If he tries to play rook to c3, for example, a rook to d2 would just kill him, because he cannot move this bishop, and I have extremely active rooks. I would be able to, you know, maybe put the knight somewhere, and this would be just very bad. And I understand he did not play that. He instead played knight to d5, which I at first did not understand, but he gets his knight more active in the game, so it actually makes some sense. It's one of the best moves of the engine, so it's not that bad. And here I played rook takes a3, of course, taking the pawn back, and he played king to f2, hopefully like trying to do something with his pieces. And here I missed an opportunity. I should have played rook to b3, and the point is, if he plays something like b6, defending the pawn, after pawn takes, knight takes, I would be able to get the other rook into the action. That would be much better. You can see the engine is saying minus 1.3, but I slept here. Like, you know, when you're playing Grandmaster, it's not so easy, and sometimes you just try to exchange some pieces so that you will hopefully get a draw. And I played knight to d3, exchanging the bishop. And I thought, like, my rooks are still going to be very active here. Like, targeting this knight, he's gonna have to go back, you know, and I'm gonna have some pressure here. This would be very bad, apparently. But I thought, like, I have good chances here. Maybe actually these pawns are very silly here. I might attack them. So I really believed in myself in this position. And here I started to see a move for him that he might fall for. There is a tactic that does not work, and he fell straight into it, and he played the move rook to d1, giving up the knight. And he thought, I'm going to take, and after rook takes, I'm going to take and hang back rank, a checkmate probably. But that will happen, of course, after rook takes, and he took the rook on c3. I, of course, did not take this rook, but took the undefended rook on d1. And here he really started laughing, as it's very hilarious to beat, to lose to a 1500 rated player. But, like, once again, he's human, so he can make mistakes. And here he played rook to a3, and after a6 he resigned. And with that, I beat a GM, and, like, I was smiling, I was so happy. You might ask, why didn't he play on? He doesn't have any activity. He might play pawn to b6, but after a takes, b takes, I will just shut this down, and if he tries to, you know, get something with somewhere with the rook, I just play a rook to d7. That's what I thought of. And here he simply has nothing to do. I will bring my king and win the game, because whenever he tries to bring the king, there's a blockade, right? And the rook doesn't do anything. All of this is covered, so he just resigned, and I totally understand that.